Here's Darlene with The Altar Boys on Victory Videos.
What was in your heart that motivated you to start the band?
Well, we wanted to share a message to kids of hope that's in Christ, and we want to do it in a more radical form, I guess. And as rock and roll, we choose as the vehicle to share that message. And it started as a vision in our heart, and we continue that as a vision in our heart of spreading the word.
And Rick, in your 1987 album, Against the Grain, it was clear that you had a message to share. And what was the message that went with that album?
Oh, Against the Grain, that was so long ago, and it seems so far away, but it's still on our hearts because it's the same message. Oh, it's a celebration of humanity, you know, the depths of our feelings, that Jesus came into the world and felt the same things we feel, go through a lot of the same things we go through, you know, isolation, abandonment, you know, it's all very, very real stuff that God knows very, very well about, having been here walking with us.
You know, loneliness is a big problem in the world today, facing all of us. And can you give us some advice on how to cope with loneliness in our world today?
Make friends. Well, first thing is don't turn to things that can destroy you because of your loneliness. A lot of people, because they feel so lonely, they turn to drinking or drugs, and that temporarily fills that void, but after they come down, they're lower than where they were before. So number one thing is if you're lonely, don't turn to something that's gonna only fill you for a little time and end up destroying you. Of course, the obvious answer, which is the real true answer, is that Christ can fill that void, and getting involved in a local church or local small fellowship of believers that can minister to you and be friends, because we're not called to be lone rangers, lone Christians, and we are God's tools here on this earth. And while Christ lives in our heart, there's nothing like talking and the touch from another human being.
You guys have been considered to be alternative rock. And do you guys consider yourselves that? And explain exactly what is alternative rock.
I didn't invent the term, so I can't explain it. We're a rock band, you know. Let people call it what they will. You know, we'll just play the music the way we do, you know, and hope that people like it, and people do. I mean, we're a rock band, so we play rock on purpose, you know. We change a little bit with the times because you got to, and I like a lot of new bands, you know, Christian and secular. Ooh, the word secular, there it is. I said it, there it is. What do you think of that? Thank you. I'm finished.
The band's getting ready to release a a video project. Should be out in about, Lord willing, 2 or 3 months. I'm processing that right now. The band's scheduled to release an album tentatively early next year. I'm releasing a solo album about beginning of June called Simple Expression. And we're hoping to someday re-release the first record. So things keep moving right along as far as that goes.
That sounds great. Sounds like you guys are really busy. So
yeah. Doing a lot of different stuff.
I want to thank you both for joining us today on Victory Videos.